and sell their stuff and like whatever. Like that makes more sense, right? And if you're willing to pay $600 for a used vibrator, go for it. Like that's your life. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with your choices, but and I think that doesn't let you make a nice connection. Because to me, it is, well, you know what? If someone gives me an orgasm, I want to know a little more about them. I don't want them just to be a faceless, like, entity of some kind. I'd rather, like, know their hopes and dreams and what they did on Sunday. And my personal most hilarious one was, like, in between about a 5-minute period, it was, just took 35 guys in the face, didn't spill a drop, followed by at the Red Sox game with my mom. I'm not fucking kidding. I couldn't make this shit up. I am not kidding. And that's awesome. If you're cool with that and that's your life, that's what you want to do, sure enough, fair enough. Fine. I'm not here to deliver absolute judgments. I'm just here to try to make shit funny. Like, I don't know. I watch a lot of this shit on YouTube, and honestly, I'm not entirely sure that this is going to be a joke. So bear with me as I tell you this story. It's just a funny story, and if it turns out to be a joke, great. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, and that's too bad. That's unfair on my account. But it actually happened, though. Like, this is the thing, is I'm not going to tell you fucking made-up stories. This is a true shit. So I'm out at the bar with one of my friends, and whatever, we finish up, and this chick comes up to me, and she's all flirty, and she's all cool, and she's all like, hey, I think I recognize you. And I'm like, cool. And she's like, I think I've seen you on YouTube. And that's when I started getting my swagger on, because I think I'm going to get laid. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, oh, cool. Yes, I am on YouTube. I have that designation. In about 2 seconds, she grabbed me by the neck and started screaming in my face that I was the Antichrist. I'm not fucking kidding. I was like, okay. I didn't even know what to say. All I said was, watch the shirt. Because that's all I could come up with. It was a new shirt. It was a new shirt. And I was very happy with the shirt. It was really cool. It was like, it said, when life gives you lemons, fuck yeah, lemons. Like, isn't that cool? Like, that's hilarious. That's awesome. I did not want her to ruin this shirt. And yes, so then she started digging her nails into my neck and screaming shit about stuff that I had said. And that's not even the stupidest thing I've ever seen come out of YouTube. I got accused of spearheading an alien invasion. Again, not joking. But still. Like, are you? I wish. That would be way more awesome than what I actually do. You know? Like, I'm like, this is more impressive than anything that I've done in reality in my life. I will finally leave you on this one note. Well, I'm gonna add something before that. I think the question of whether God exists is interesting, and I think it's meaningless, because what everyone means when they say God is totally different. It's one of the most meaningless questions that anyone could ever ask anyone else. Just because it's like when someone says God, it's well, for this person it's fucking over here, for this person it's over here, whatever. But I still feel like I had this one moment of like perfect enlightenment. I had just moved to Toronto. I was going to, I had just cashed one of my first paychecks in the city. And I was going to deal with my purchases. I'd already decided what I was going to purchase. I was going to get some nice whiskey and some nice cigars. That was it. Just because I wanted to treat myself, you know what I mean? I wanted to feel like I had done something for myself. But still, the whole time, the whole way there, I was like, fuck. Where am I going to be in 5 years? Where am I going to be in 10 years? What am I going to do with my life? You know what I mean? Like those kind of crushing, weighing thoughts. I got the whiskey, I got the cigars, and then I decided to stop off at McDonald's because, you know, I just needed some food or whatever. I didn't care, and I felt like I was treating myself, so I got a Big Mac and a chocolate shake. And the chocolate shake tasted like strawberry at first. It was a big deal because I didn't want to go up and talk to the guy, but I had to go up and talk to the guy because it was like, okay, this fucking tastes like strawberry. It's supposed to be chocolate, and it turned out that the last shake he poured was strawberry, so it was still in the tube or whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. He poured me a new shake, and I was like, this was an ordeal from hell. I drank the shake. I ate the Big Mac. I started walking out. And I thought I was going to fart. It wasn't a fart. We're not talking a shart. We're not talking a skid mark. We're talking like I had to walk very carefully, otherwise shitballs would be falling from my fucking shorts, which is not acceptable at 3 p.m. on fucking Queen Street. 3 a.m., sure, fine, whatever. But, you know, 3 p.m., no, not so much. And I couldn't take public transportation home either because there's no fucking way. I mean, I had just come to Toronto. I didn't understand the fact that we were living in a big city where no one's going to ever fucking see me again. Like, I shouldn't have cared. I shouldn't have cared about any of these people who would be like, fuck you, I won't see you. Yeah, I have a it's shorts full of shit. Go fuck yourself. You know, it doesn't matter to me. But I still had the small town mentality where it's like any of these people could be the cousin of my best friend, so fuck it. You know, and that's what it's like. That's what it's like. You have to be careful what you say and when you say it and where you say it because you never know who's listening. But, so I had to walk home, and we're talking like a 45-minute walk. But I was smiling. Because I wasn't thinking about where I was going to be in 5 years. I wasn't thinking about where I was going to be in 10 years. I knew exactly what the fuck I had to do with my life. There was no confusion. There was no... Everything was on a direct course. From A to B, there was no question. I have to get in the shower and change my goddamn clothes. That was all that was on my mind. And I realized that that was perfect clarity. I was profoundly and sincerely grounded in the now. And that was when I became enlightened.